What's up? What's up? It's your man Jimmy Chan. So today we're talking about completing the squares. So here I have a quadratic equation that's in standard form, meaning everything's on one side, largest power goes first, the x squared goes first, x goes second, and the number standing alone is by itself, and then I have the other side equal to 0. The first step in completing the squares is that a has to equal to 1. So in order to make this 5 equal to 1, I have to divide it by 5. Well, if I divide that by 5, that means I got to divide this whole side by 5. And I divide the left side by 5, I got to divide the right side by 5. So essentially, I'm dividing every single term by 5. And what I'm going to get is an x squared minus 2/5 x minus 1/5 is equal to 0. Second step is that I have to move the old c to other side. So in order to do that, I'm going to have my left side is going to be the same without the 1/5. However, my right side, I'm going to go ahead and add that 1/5 over, so I got positive 1/5 on the right side. Step 3. Since I just got rid of the old one, I'm going to find a new one. And add it to both sides. So I know that c is equal to b divided by 2 squared. Well, my b here is going to be the negative 2/5. Well, that is going to come out to be negative 2/10. And if I square that, I'm going to get a positive 4 over 100, because negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. 10 times 10 is 100. So I'm going to add that to both sides. So I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to add it to the left side. And if I add that to the left side, I have to also add it to the right side. And since that came out to be positive, that's why I'm going to add it. And step 5, how about step 4? Let's do step 4 before we do step 5, right? We're going to factor the left side while we add or subtract the right side. Okay, so the left side factors pretty nicely because the left side has already been factored. You already done the work. And since it's negative, it'll be subtracting 2/10. And the right side, I have to add or subtract 2 fractions here. So I got to get the denominators to be the same. Can I make the 5 100? Yes, I can. If I multiply the 5 by 20, it will give me the 100. If I multiply the bottom by 20, I got to multiply the top by 20 as well. So the top here is going to give me a 20 plus 4, and the bottom is all 100. So 20 plus 4 is going to give me a 24 over 100. Now step 5 is going to be to solve. Anytime we solve, we're going to solve for x. To get x by itself, we got to get rid of the squares first. And how do we do that? That is, we're going to take the square root. Problem with the square root is that every time we take the square root of something, we have to have the plus and minus. Okay. The left side is nice because the square and the square root are opposite operations, so the inside is what's left. The right side is going to equal to plus or minus. Well, square root of 100 is just going to be 10, so that's good. The top is going to be what? Let's break it down. The square root of 24 is what? 2 times 2 times 6. Well, sorry, times 2 times 3. And since it's a square root, we're looking for pairs, and here's a pair right there. So that gets to come out. And notice that my denominator is the same because I got to get x by itself, so I got to move this over to the other side. And since the denominator is the same, I can combine these two fractions as I go. So I'm going to have x is going to equal to 10 is the common denominator because they both have it. The top, when I add the 2 over, is going to be 2 with that plus and minus. And the 2 comes out, square root of 6. I have a little triangle going on here as well, which is nice because that means something goes into all three of these. The 2, and the 10. Okay? And since something does go into it, now I can reduce this to x is equal to 2 goes into 2 once. 2 goes into 2 once. 2 goes into 10 5 times. So here is my answer. Oh. Whoa. And that is going to give me looks like choice C. If I look at it carefully, yep, choice C. And there we go. Well, I hope that helps. If there's any questions, please let me know. See ya.